My bad. Alright, welcome back, guys. Game number 3. Tied up now 1-1. This is the first best of 3. The first debut match still going down for the OlimoLeague. I'm Rifkin, casting with Zombie up. It's bright and early over here on the West Coast. 5:43 in the AM. Get some good StarCraft to wake up to. Spawning in the bottom right corner of the map, it is going to be the Samsung Galaxy player, the Blue Protoss, Emotion.
Neighbor left as the Green Terran, it's Journey.
So we can talk a lot about the cool things Journey did. What I find really odd right off the bat, though, is this depot placement. What the hell?
I don't think it's that odd. You get, like, you know, if you're gonna throw it down anywhere, and a lot of Terrans do not like throwing anything down at the front, in case of the, you know, the stalker aggression, you might as well throw it down in, like, the biggest dead space you can.
Yo, was it Journey? I think it was Journey. Was it that put the barracks a little bit further back so the Overlord, when it scouted, looked like a 2-racks? Or am I thinking?
Oh, you mean like
else?
he changed up like his racks positioning with the 2
yeah,
racks?
like he put it down where it is now, and the depot at the front.
That might have been Journey. That
might
might have been MMA. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was, but I totally tried that on ladder, yo. It worked. It was awesome. But Journey does put his barracks here a little bit further back. Not the biggest deal in the world, but what we do see, and I think this is really key, Emotion is scouting this game. So
oh yeah,
that's gonna change everything right there. It's not that Journey's doing anything really cheesy with this, guys, but after a game like that, you don't come into game 3 and not scout. I don't know a single person who would do that.
Especially against Journey. Like, I don't know how well Emotion knows Journey and vice versa, but Journey on King Sejong Station, I know for a fact one of those go-to builds is a Proxy Reaper on the right side.
Yep. If you guys watch him stream, and he does stream frequently, sadly he's one of the you know, unknown Koreans without a lot of viewers. Really good if you want to see some Terran play. Highly recommended. And
it's really fun too. Like, he might not talk a lot. I think he actually got a webcam though, but his play is fun. His play speaks for him because it's so fun. It's so weird.
He's got a webcam now, doesn't he? I think he's just not.
That's what I said.
Yeah, sorry.
He has a webcam, but he doesn't have commentary.
Right. Yeah, I would love to see more and more Journey. I feel like, you know, there's some players who fall in love with like Arthur and they just have no luck and eventually fizzle out. Journey's the guy I really want to see come strong because there's so few Terrans left that can do stuff like what he just did on Overgrowth.
Yeah, no one's really bold enough to do that. You know, on the flip side too, Journey also scouting with an SCV doesn't want a repeat of game number 1. Emotions don't want a repeat of game number 2. And now they're both A-okay.
I like where he went with the Reaper right away too. I mean, typically a proxy Stargate would come down over here, but I mean, just to check for proxies in general. A lot of the times Protoss players will hide the probe right up here next to the cave guys, next to the Arthur's cave or whatever. So he goes up there to look right away. He goes for the other side to check for the Stargates. He's going to play this one safe. I like this.
Well, you know, he's scouting and he says you still don't have a Nexus? Like, what's up with that? You know, like, and I think the 3 guys have been in gas for a very long time, so he's really worried. He'll get back in here with the Reaper, though, and see that it is, in fact, a Nexus. And he's pretty much scouted every typical proxy location, so, you know, it's not a proxy. It's just a lot of banked-up gas for Emotion.
A lot of emotions just banked up right now. Dad! But, you know, here's the thing for Emotion, right? Like, okay, he's banking up gas, and maybe this makes Journey look a little bit weird, but most Terran players, like this 3 barracks opening, this is kind of standard versus Protoss. I mean, you just, it's so common to build into what is a potential Oracle threat. Like, seriously, 9.99 times out of 10, the best Terran players open with 2 to 3 Raxes. Just in general, even if they don't know what their opponent's doing. Because it is a cover-all. You're like, okay, lots of Stalkers, Blink, whatever, you got units to fight with, Oracle, same deal.
I wonder if he's gonna go for like DT drops.
Yeah, I was curious about the Robo facility come down, but at the same time, I kind of wonder if this is just for an observer because he's expecting a Widowmine drop. Well, we'll see. We'll see what this gets paired with. DT drops are not out of question by any means. In fact, they could be very strong, especially against players like Journey who like to heavily mule. Is it gonna be Blink though? We don't have another probe.
Yeah, there's no. Okay, so it is Blink and an observer. All right, so I don't believe Journey scouted that. He did scout everywhere. It was so funny looking at the mini map because like he had like 2 units going everywhere around to try and find whatever was proxied. But you know, again, if you do not see a forge with the Robo, most Terrans just like they figured that a forge did in fact come down and they just didn't scout it. when, you know, it could have been a Dark Shrine. It could have been a Stargate, actually. Like, people do weird stuff all the time. They get you surprised with oracles. That's why you still build in oracles, even if you're like 99.9% sure they aren't going them.
Exactly, yeah.
So in this case, it is going to be Blink, and Journey would love to scout that.
Well, what's nice though is, I mean, this is two base Blink, right? Like, this isn't the one base cheese, haha, your pants are down, I win. So Journey will have the tools to fight this as long as he makes the right reactions to it, as long as he sees it coming early enough. But what's kind of cool is with the observer investment. I mean, okay, that's scouting, great, thumbs up. It's also a lot harder to snipe off than a mothership core, so the high ground vision doesn't get stripped right away. And it looks like it is going to be focusing on the stalkers, not to pair this up later. You can transition into the robo if you want later on. But the problem is, guys, you forego a lot of upgrades to make this happen. You're just going through brute force through stalkers and hoping to win with that.
Yeah, but you know, Journey went for a really good build against Blink Stalkers, you know, not knowingly.
He scouted.
Did I see it?
He barely sees it. Look at that. Look at the vision of Journey.
Nice, nice. So this is good, all right? So he already had a good build against what he was doing, like 3 racks worth, you know, with a bunch of Marauders, 2 Marauders at a time pumping out. That's excellent. And then you also get the bunkers up too, and these new maps, they're not frosts. Like, there's actually no really easy Blinks, like abusable Blink Stalker position.
Yeah, the problem, and to explain why, guys, is no matter where you blink in from, up here is the only place you're going to blink. You don't go for the back of the base because there's too much distance from here to over here. You can't blink down and walk over as easily as you can, like here, disengage, blink up, or vice versa. So the front of the base, Emotion is going to have his best bets up here, but he's not coming in through the front. If Journey sees this coming with the SCV, he does. He'll probably pre-pull some SCVs to the bunkers. He'll leave the majority of his bio here on the high ground. And it's worth noting, guys, he does have Stim. Meta value for Emotion to win with this build is ticking away. But Journey didn't pre-pull SCVs.
Oh, the first bunker goes down. The second bunker will probably also go down.
He's expecting the blink to the high ground, but it's no good if you can't hold the front lines. He's forced to Stim forward here. Time Warp goes down. Emotion going to disengage.
You know, but the medevacs are almost out, and with medevacs in such a big army.
Well, the medevacs.
Journey. Whoa, Journey beating. Whoa, really aggressive like, right here. I don't know about this. Oh, here come the medevacs.
Medevacs will help a bit. The key thing about the medevacs, guys, is they get the bio up to the high ground when necessary. But the mothership core goes down. He pulls some SCVs. He pushes this back, and for Emotion, this is an all-in. It doesn't seem like it, maybe, but it is. There's no tech behind this. There's no forges coming down. There's no way he recovers unless he does enough damage. And I don't think he's going to do enough damage.
He's almost done. He's killing a lot of SCVs. Blink really seems to last forever.
All those stalkers in the red, though. Cherry's just waiting to be picked. Right now, he's going to chase these back, and quite frankly, like, Emotion is kind of exhausted his blink abuse, I feel, at this point. I mean, everything else here is going to get hit. There's like 5 real health stalkers in this army. I like the Zealots warped in, though. I think those are really good. Those are going to soak the hits that they need to soak, but it's only like 1 or 2.
Yeah, and more medevacs are still popping out. The army from Journey, though, is getting really tiny. He needs to just wait like a minute longer and like build up the forces again.
Yeah, well, this is what I was gonna say. I like this throwing down another bunker. I really think you need to get one of these down. Widowmine's coming out here to deal with the Zealots a little bit more efficiently, but of course there is an observer here on the front line, so we'll see just how well that goes. Medevacs are running out of energy, so that's why their Journey's not in like dumbass mode. When you aim move with Medevacs, guys, and they're out of juice.
He's out of units though. Like there's only 3 Marauders left and 3 Marines.
Oh, we can't even pull the SCVs. What? How did this spiral so far out of control? The SCV's being brought down out of desperation, but it is too late. Gets 1 Marauder inside the bunker. He's going to try to repair this with the mules because it's all he really has left. Widowmine's going to burrow, but it's going to kill 1 stalker.
I think he overextended. You know, that time warp and then the second time warp, and he tried to just end it. He overextended, and then that could have been time not like going forward, but rather like building more bunkers. You figure you have medevacs and the Marauders, and you're like, oh, this holds off most Blink Stalker aggression, but like Blink Stalkers, they last a long time, man. 2 base Blink, 7 gateways.